aligned.
Yes.
That's why we sit
I was going to say,
on
this is why we're soulmates.
I know, it came from this side. I was like,
both of us are like, oh, so what are you doing?
Let's try. I won't know truly until I
Start editing it. Okay.
We'll see.
I was talking to someone just the other day who said they had never read. Oh no, was it you who said that they read Harry Potter as an adult and not as a kid? Who was that? Were you?
Chantel, I thought, had never read Harry Potter, and I'm like,
yes.
pardon you?
Yeah. Allie, guess what? So Steph was supposed to take me out for my birthday dinner last night, and we went to Dopo, and I walked in, and I was like waiting for the maitre d' to be like, okay, this way. And then Steph was like, follow me.
Steph just walks right in. She's like, I know where we're going.
Yes, Jaime and Shani were there. It was all my besties. I cried.
I love it.
It was so sweet. And do you like olives?
What?
I do not like olives, except
Smoked
Jaime
olives.
was said to try these olives.
I don't even really like olives.
And you like my Caesar.
So I try them every year. It's like a Caesar, where I would try it every year because your taste buds evolve as you get older.
Like Caesars?
I didn't until last year. And now I really...
A virgin Caesar when she was pregnant.
Which was... No, it was so good.
I hate Clamato.
I hated them too. I could not... I was like, what do you mean clam juice and tomato juice? Like, that sounds like the two most... the most repulsive things. And that was it. Allie does it with a ton of pickle juice. And I think that was what sold me. And now I crave them like every other month. I'm like, oh, I could go for a Caesar. So anyways, I tried them every year and now I like them. And olives I try to try at least once a year. And when we were at this restaurant, Jaime was saying we must try these olives.
I don't really like olives either. Like, they're not my go-to.
Yep.
I'll eat them to be polite.
They were so
they're
good.
Not like I can't
repulsive.
not, yeah, like
yes.
I can't not
I
eat them, but like
I could eat anything,
Yeah.
but yes, delicious. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
Why are people not smoking olives more regularly?
I know.
We should ask Dad to do it. My dad built like a full smokehouse on his property, and he's done like cheese and obviously meat, but I doubt he's done olives because I've never heard of that before. And he likes olives because he's a big savory pickle person. I'm gonna tell him smoked olives.
Oh my god, they're so good.
So good. Crazy
Do
good.
yourself a favor. Try smoked olives.
Yes. Everyone, we're influencing you to read all these books and also eat smoked olives.
Yes.
And cherry coke, apparently.
Not together.
Yeah. No, I
Not together.
don't think they'd pair well.
No.
Should we get going?
Yeah. Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I'm Jaime.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to A Court of Books and Babes,
A podcast where two best friends review, react to, and rate our, and soon to be your, favorite fantasy books.
Before we get going, a quick heads up. This episode is a full spoiler zone. We'll be weaving through the entire Maasverse, ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City, because at this point, the lore overlaps, the parallels matter, and we're connecting it all out loud. Do you think we can hear Louise?
I do think so, unfortunately.
What is she?
She probably sees someone out the front door.
Oh.
Give her a minute. She's probably done.
She just had to get out
Or
of
out the window.
Mm.
He's like,
Yeah, she's bad, Amy. Maybe like, tut tut. To be clear, any book we mention by title is fair game. If we name it, we're discussing it openly. Twists, reveals, heartbreak, and all. All right, now that that's established, let's begin.
Don't worry though, babes. We will keep our spoiler section, excluding all Maasverse titles, to the beginning of the pod. If you don't want spoilers, skip ahead. We'll see you later.
All right, what are we reading?
Okay, I am about halfway through.
Animals!
Not today!
That's enough.
I'm about, speaking of animals, halfway through Direbound, which is a wolf, whatever.
It's Academy kind of, right?
Yes.
Like a Fourth Wing with wolves.
Yes, it reminds me very much of Fourth Wing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know who the MMC is, but he has said nothing to they have had no interactions. The who I think, and I'm halfway through the book, no interactions. We've seen him talk to other people. That's not true. One interaction, and it involved licking. I can't believe I just forgot that. Yes, one, and it involved licking.
My favorite trope.
You're going to be excited.
It's not a trope.
It's not a trope.
It's
something. I think most women would enjoy it. But for an MMC to have had one like interaction with an FMC halfway through a book, very unusual.
Yep.
Pacing is odd. I am liking it.
Are you liking it more now that you're more into it?
Yes. Okay. At the beginning, it felt, even though there were some pretty graphic descriptions of violence and like sex, it still felt very YA, which I do not necessarily have an issue with. But now the story feels more compelling. And yeah, very, very similar to Fourth Wing.
Interesting.
I also asked for my birthday for The Ascended.
Oh,
we'll see if I get it. Andrew. Bearer of my, well, not bearer. Helper of creating the children. Bearer.
I'm like, no, he's a seahorse. Oh my God, Momo.
Why? But for once, I'm only reading, one book on the go. What about you?
Crescent City still.
Okay, what part are you
halfway. At? What did I read last night? They all were in the library underneath the gallery.
Okay.
With how did you say her name?
I say Lehaba in my head.
Her. She's funny.
I love her.
She's like having a why choose fantasy with her. Rude.
Yeah.
Both.
Why choose?
Exactly. She's loving it.
Oh my God. I just adore her. And she's like, I love how she's described it. She's like this tall.
Yeah.
Like she's just pocket size.
She's tiny.
Lehaba.
And there was another murder.
Okay. Amoida, most foul.
Yes. Which was most foul.
Most foul.
Most foul. I have questions.
Okay.
About, so Hunt calls Rune princeling, which I'm like, Manon. And then the King of Autumn.
The Autumn King.
Is he not related to Baron somehow? Like, how could he
not be?
Anywho.
That.
And then the glow of Feyre in the chapters that we're going to talk about today. Could she be like starborn? Or could she like have the starlight power too?
Okay, so that was when we were finishing Mist and Fury.
The hand on her stomach.
And it was glowing. And I was like, oh my, I was looking at you and I was like, I don't know what to do with this information. You ever heard of her? I was just like,
starborn.
That was my thought. Yes, I would say.
Because she glows again in these chapters.
Yes. I feel like folks who read Crescent City first are missing out so much because
it's so confusing otherwise.
And the number of parallels where you're like, oh, that, ooh, that, ooh, that. TV.
Ooh, that.
Ooh, that. Is so fun.
They also talk about demon princes just recently. I'm like, Anyway, so much crossover. I'm glad I'm reading it last.
Yes, I agree 100%. I wish I had read it after Throne of Glass. Yeah.
Yep.
Although I still, with Throne of Glass, I then was thinking about Crescent City as I was reading and being like, ooh, like Jessica as a iron tooth nail.
Yeah.
Nail. Oh my God, Jessica. Iron tooth.
I was picking up what you were putting.
Thank you. Also, I said Jessica as an iron teeth witch. Instantly I was like, oh, her nails, like why else is it specifically described as like, what does she say, a steel color or like I don't think that's a manicure, y'all.
No.
Have you met Therian yet?
No. I'm enjoying it more because of that, I think.
100%.
Yeah.
It's why I enjoyed it so much reading it a second time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm only reading one thing.
Crazy.
My other books are on order. They have not arrived.
Normally you and I are like, I'm reading
Yeah.
this and this and this.
Oh, and then I tried to order Daggermouth, and it's out of print.
What does that mean?
Well, then I was on the Reddit, and it's being reissued. So now I have to wait.
Interesting.
September 2026. And I was all abuzz from all the hype on TikTok.
Yeah.
I was led astray.
How rude.
I know.
Huh.
Anyways, Souls of Ruin is on the way.
Have you read The Ascended?
No.
Okay, but it's on.
I want to read it.
Yes.
It's like everyone's number one of 2025.
People adore it.
Yes.
I think after Direbound, that's what I'm going to read next. And Direbound, I don't know if it's a duo, but I think
it's a trio.
I think there's 2 out right now, and I think there's a 3rd coming.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on with these kitty
it's like
cats?
witching hour with the pets today.
I looked up what people's original reactions were when A Court of Mist and Fury came out and when they finished reading it.
Oh my god.
Apparently, everyone was hated RHYSAND.
Hmm.
They all wanted Sarah to be with Callan.
After Mist and Fury
Yes.
finished, they
Stop.
hated it.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
That can't be
read
true.
A whole thread on Reddit where everyone in the comments was like, we all wanted Sarah to end up back with Tamlin. They said they got the ick from the throne scene in Court of Nightmares. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
The Ix.
See, the only other theory that
Sarah
I
was
saw
getting something, and it was not the
that,
Ix.
The Weaver is Valg? How do you guys say it?
Not
Valg.
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 I
Valg.
said Valg.
Valg.
The Weaver is Valg.
The Weaver is
So
Valg.
they say the Weaver came. Here's why: the Weaver came closer, brick crumbling under her hands. She'd climb up like a spider. There was a fly in her web, and bone crunched, and she roared, black blood springing.
We did talk about the black blood, and I was like, SJM has a thing with black blood villains.
Because it's not just the Weaver with black blood, it
Black
is
blood.
also the Naga.
Mm-hmm.
Because you made that joke about
Oh, yeah. Licking it off her face or whatever it was.
turned on him. I
Yeah.
was like, what? Jamie!
Yeah.
Someone else said they got to a part where Feyre is stealing the ring from the Weaver, and the Weaver in her song talks about a vial of first light.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. No.
Maybe she does.
Need to pull up the book.
In the interim, what is Andrew reading? How far has he gotten?
Oh.
No. So no progress.
Yes.
Andrew, get on it.
Oh. Okay. Is this the beginning? Yes. Okay. The Weaver sang, quote, the Weaver sang behind me. What did he do with her eyes so bright? On his viol he set at first light. What did he do with her tongue so rough? 'Twas the new till, and it spoke enough. So that's not a vial of first light. It's on his viol he set at first light, which I think is more talking about a timing.
Like morning time.
Exactly. I'm looking to see if there's any other reference. No.
Reddit has let us.
Oh, I'm glad I checked that because I was gonna lose my mind that I missed that on a reread. Woo!
I miss a lot.
We look. It's the blind leading the blind over here. But I thought I would have caught that one.
There you go.
Interesting. They didn't like RHYSAND.
Like,
They all wanted her to be with
Talon.
Tamlin.
how?
How?
I feel like SJM so masterfully handles that pivot. How could you not be on board? I understand people who...
Are they less damaged than us? Like, what is happening?
Is everybody less damaged?
I was like, did they not want to fix him? Or more? Because they're like,
Yeah,
we're
that's right.
Tamlin.
Yeah, we're the healthy ones here.
Yeah.
You know, what's wrong with you guys?
Give me a shadow lord any day.
That's crazy.
There you go.
I honestly can't believe that.
Yeah, that's shocking to me.
Like, shocking.
I want to find someone who was
Sans
reading
Tamlin?
Yeah, who was reading it when Mist and Fury first came out and Wings and Ruin was not yet out. And I want to ask them, were you originally a Tam fan?
After the first book,
Or RHYSAND
how
stan?
could you be? Even after the first book. Or the start where he traps her and like basically abuses her. Like, is that a joke?
I was
Okay,
still a
Cass.
fan. Someone was like, I agree. I was still a fan of Tamlin after book 1. I was.
I agree with that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Not me.
But then I would say, like, after, at the end of book 2, I was fully over it. Middle of book 3, I'm like, yeah, no.
100%. Speaking of book 3.
Let's get going.
Ooh, here we are. It is time to talk lore, lust, and loose morals as we unpack adventures, escape to new worlds, and, of course, swoon over our best book boyfriends.
We're in chapters 1 to 6 of A Court of Wings and Ruin, where Feyre's getting nasty and we can't get enough. Behind your reading, courtiers? Abort this mission. All caught up? Excellent. Let's begin.
This podcast has all of our favorite R words: romance, racy, risque, and of course,
Not enough RHYSAND. There's not enough RHYSAND in the first part of this book.
as such, it is rated R. Listen accordingly.
We'll kick off every episode with Babes Between the Lines,
Where we read what's written, obsess over what isn't,
and dig past the dialogue so you don't miss any magic, motives, or mistakes. Bless you, Momo.
Mama, what is happening over here today, huh?
I really want to be on this episode.
Usually she is not super like all up in our grill when we're recording. We've been blessed.
Sacred.
We've been blessed. Hi, Angel Face. Do you want to come sit with me? Ladies and gentlemen, meet Momo.
She's been in before.
She is one of Jamie's familiars. She's like, that's enough of that. Don't make it weird.
Paying attention to me.
Hey. Okay. Chapter 1, Prologue. A Court of Wings and Ruin starts out in one of our favorite places, RHYSAND's head. Our story begins 2 years before the wall has been constructed, in the middle of a gruesome battlefield in the aftermath of battle. Human and Fae alike dot the bloody ground as Rhys makes his way, frantically scanning for the familiar faces of his brothers. They had held the line for 3 days, as RHYSAND's father had ordered, until Rhys's power had given out and he fought with fists and steel like the humans alongside him. It was the arrival of the Illyrian legions that finally turned the tide in favor of the Night Court and the Resistance. Rhys walks through the dead, checking every set of dark Illyrian wings for Cassian and Azriel. Chapter 1 officially kicks off with the ominous title, Princess of Carrion. I instantly was like, where's Kingfisher?
Yeah. He is. He's quite a character, that guy. I like him. He's funny.
Carrion? Yeah, me too. Big
He's
fan.
like the comic relief.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feyre is painting. How quaint. But this painting of the distant rolling spring hills is as much a facade as the peaceful look on her face. A carefully constructed mask meant to convey the slow healing and cautious, gentle optimism and hope, covering up the boiling rage gurgling in her chest. Through her Daimati powers, she senses 2 presences approaching. Quickly, she lowers the many secret wards and spells she had constructed around herself to alert her of others. Then she lets a soft smile grace her lips, with one that she's practiced over and over and over in the bathroom mirror until she can nearly convince herself it's real. Tamlin and Lucien, the boys. I have to say, as I was like reading, I know we're not Tam fans right now, especially, but like getting to like see Lucien on the page a bunch again.
Yes.
I was stoked about that.
Love me some Lucien.
Tamlin apologizes for the intrusion, saying he wanted to remind Feyre about their upcoming meeting with Ianthe, or as Allie says, Ianth. Oy, oy, oy. Ianthe, who sold Feyre's sisters to Hybern. Ianthe, who now wants to explain herself to Feyre and the Spring Court. Feyre sets down her paintbrush and Tamlin compliments her on the painting. With no small degree of effort, Feyre tries to channel the girl who first came over the wall, the one afraid of compliments and praise and attention, the one who would shrink away from a High Lord's flattery, saying, "It isn't nearly done. It's still a mess." And Tamlin says tentatively, quote, "I think we all are." This is giving the guy who finally goes to therapy and learns the language enough to weaponize it, but doesn't actually do any self-reflection. Yes!
Jamie has feelings.
Boundaries. Could that be more of a buzzword? I'm like, you're not setting a boundary. You're being controlling.
And that's
hello.
Boundary that you can't have any male friends.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Right?
You can't,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm setting a boundary that I don't want to talk about things I don't want to talk about. I'm like,
I'm setting a boundary and it's going right through your face.
yes, exactly.
This whole chapter is very that way. And it's so
nauseating.
Oh, yeah. It's a real struggle, even though I feel like he thinks he is genuinely trying. But again, just like the guy that goes to therapy and just gets the psychobabble and is like, all right, I'm fixed now. It's actually all of you that are the issue. I think you might be a narcissist. Oh my God. Pot, meat, kettle. The call's coming from inside the room.
Exactly.
As she goes to change out of her gauzy pink dress. And yes, folks, we are back in floaty gown land.
Did you miss the dresses?
It makes me want to barf. Only because that's not who she is.
It's not her.
No,
I love a pretty floaty dress, but it feels, as you have pointed out before, feels wrong on Feyre.
Also gauzy. I don't think I've met a gauzy dress I like.
Yeah.
That's fair.
A lot of swishing or hissing.
I was going to say hissing. Is it Amryn? Is it a dress? What's going on here?
Who knows? The Viper Queen?
I was going to say the Viper Queen.
Nesta?
A lot of hissing. Lucian stares at her, arms folded. She now stays in a new room, one across from our favorite boxes, as her old room had been completely choked with thorn-riddled vines in her absence. Lucian warns Feyre that Ianthe will spin a story, and Feyre quips back that she can make up her mind for herself. Suddenly, Feyre feels a hand on her arm, stilling her, and Lucian demands, where is he keeping her? Feyre says that she has no idea where the venomous High Lord of the Night Court could be keeping Elaine, and that Lucian would do well not to go looking for them. When Lucian says he was able to take care of himself just fine when he ran into RHYSAND and Feyre in the woods.
Stop right there.
He's like, I was fine, as he aggressively backs away and then winnows.
Stop right there. Back up. Literally.
Yeah. Feyre hurls back a poison-coated barb. He hadn't been able to see that she was enthralled by RHYSAND. He had left her there, hadn't rescued her. Okay, so we talked about this moment last episode, saying that Lucian must have realized Feyre wanted to be there. And this is her really fucking with his head and being like, I was enthralled. How couldn't you? Like, you didn't know and you left me. And she expects that this is going to land like right in his gut. She's kind of like, I got him. Like, this is a low blow and I mean it to be. Quote, but the hurt and guilt I expected weren't there.
No.
Because he knows.
Oh yeah, he's like, damn it, Feyre.
I saw a TikTok that was like, the scene of Friends where it's like, you know that I know that they know that.
Yes.
It's like Feyre and Lucian.
Oh,
But you can't say anything.
Yeah.
I couldn't if I wanted to.
Oh, yeah. As Feyre goes to walk away from Lucien, she can feel his eyes like pointed daggers aimed at her back. Folks, our fox is not buying it, and we love him for it.
Mm-hmm.
The meeting with Ianthe kicks off with the High Priestess apologizing, saying she acted according to what she thought Feyre might secretly want.
Oh, please.
Feyre's retort comes from an intentionally shaky voice, and she looks the priestess over. Quote, she still wore the pale hood and silver circlet set with its lipid blue stone, like a siphon. The jewel in its center reminded me of Asriel and Cassian's siphons, and I wondered if, like the Illyrian warriors, the jewel somehow helped shape an unwieldy gift of magic into something more refined, deadlier. Thoughts on this? I feel like this adds more weight to my theory that the priestesses and the children of the blessed have a bigger story to tell.
I could see it. But don't the like Gwyn and them, don't they have like blue stones too?
You might be right. Because Gwyn was she an acolyte? I thought she was an acolyte.
I thought she was a priestess at a temple.
Yeah, we
like not. Is there a level between priestess and acolyte?
It's gonna be. I'm like, is this a spoiler? No, I don't think so. Is it gonna be like Fire and Ash, where there's all the levels of like power? You're just like, oh my god, how many are there? When will we be done?
But there was something about like blue stones, was there not? Or like, who's the main girl in the library? The one that can't talk? Clotho.
Oh, good. Yeah. Maybe.
Right, she can't talk.
I think either can't or won't, but yeah.
Yeah. She does not speak.
Doesn't speak. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting, this description, and like the specific calling that it looks like a siphon. And she talks about how she's never seen Ianthe use magic much more than to like light like a candle or whatever. But she's like, interesting. Ianthe continues her defense. Hybern is too strong, too inevitable. They must all make alliances they never believed possible. It's Lucien who pushes back the hardest, a portrait of a defensive mate, and Tamlin shoots him warning looks, telling our fox that Ianthe may have made a mistake, but that they have made promises that must now be kept.
Not they. Him. Not they.
Tamlin.
Don't move me into this.
Right? I know.
You.
Yeah, now he adds damn it Tamlin to the tirade in his head. Ianthe bows her head, hands folded demurely. Quote, I will endeavor to be worthy of my friends. And Tamlin responds with, we'll all try.
Fuck you.
Right? Like,
I will try nothing. And you will like it.
Yeah.
Like, my eyes could not roll farther back in my head. Oh my gosh.
It's funny because in this chapter, and maybe like the next one, these first 3 chapters, the number of times SJM writes that either Feyre or Lucien are trying not to roll their eyes. Like, I think it was 3 times. Like, they're both just like,
oh, Feyre like has a handle on her composure.
Feyre asks how the members of the Spring Court will fare with Hybern incoming, and we learn that Tamlin's bargain included a promise from Hybern that the Spring Court people will be untouched. So, like, the rest of Prithian is just fucked. Like,
right, just like Under the Mountain.
Yeah.
Just like when he did nothing.
Yes.
Like,
this is what I mean about Tamlin's hierarchy of care. Very interesting. Tamlin wraps up the conversation, but lets one final update drop into the group chat. The delegation from Hybern will be coming to the Spring Court, along with Jurian. Chapter 2.
Kate, when I was reading about the twins, I actually did kind of like them. They're like a bit snippy, and like they make fun of Tamlin, and I'm kind of like, yes. Like, they're mean to Tamlin.
They're mean to everyone, but yes, they're mean to Tamlin.
And I like it.
Interesting.
Dumb. Except vicious.
Yeah.
and smart and yeah, they're nasty. Jurian, reincarnated, crazy Jurian. Feyre quickly concocts a plan that evening to learn. Oh, a plan that evening. I was like, what?
Evening to learn?
I was like, what could I possibly have meant? Feyre quickly concocts a plan that evening to learn as much as she can from the delegation and get that information to the Night Court. Apparently, the cauldron's magic had been emptied in the process of turning her sisters into High Fae and now needs time to refill.
That bath water.
All right, yeah. Just eucalyptus
Can't you just turn the tap on?
All right, what's the problem here? Apparently you have plumbing.
Yeah, exactly.
As we talked about the toilet. We learn that Feyre has only been using the bond very, very rarely, unsure of its security and worried that using it too frequently might make RHYSAND's scent linger, the scent of their mating bond that everyone expects to fade with time and distance. She's told RHYSAND she is alive and well, and he has let her know that her sisters are alive. Well cannot be said. The next day, Jurian and the Hybern delegation arrive, who, gentle listener, accompanies our eyeball finger combo, a pair of High Fae siblings, twins, in fact, with cruel, unfeeling faces, Prince Dagden and Princess Branna, Hybern's nephew and niece.
Okay, but who is their parents?
It's Hybern's their uncle, so
right. But like, who is Hybern's sibling?
Facts.
Or lack
they
thereof.
have parents.
They have
facts.
Facts. We do not know who they are.
Facts. Jamie and Jessica have never read these books. Branna says she and Dagden will share a room, and we all raise our eyebrows and flash to Cersei and Jaime.
I was literally just gonna say that, and then I read it on the page. Weirdos. How incestuous of them.
Speaking of Cersei and Jaime, and like also what you just said about the twins here, how the hell did George R.R. Martin ever convince us to care? Spoilers for 1 minute for Game of Thrones. Also, like, get with it. How did he ever convince us to care about an incest-loving child murderer, aka Jaime Lannister?
I know.
But he did. But it's not like I loved Jaime at the end, but I was like,
at the end, I was actually very upset that he died with Cersei. Like went back
with
to
Cersei, went back to her.
I was like, no, you've been on this journey, this journey of like becoming good for so long. And now this,
and then back to
this.
Her. I know.
I was like crushed.
I was also crushed. And then in reflection, I'm like, that is a child murdering, incest loving.
Did he murder a child though?
Well, he
just pushed him off a ledge.
Pushed him off. Okay, child maiming. He's paralyzed.
Let's not get our details.
But he thought that he was gonna die, right? Like when he sees
his
it again, it was to murder. Yes. And yet we all at the end were like, "Come on, Jaime, you can do it."
Though.
Like, yes.
I wanted him to end up with Oh my gosh, what is her name?
I don't know, but I loved his friend. Listen, now I'm gonna do it. I loved his friendship with Ellipses.
Oh my gosh, the kind of like robber, like lowbrow guy.
No, the really tall with the like icy pixie cut, and she's a warrior.
That's what I'm talking about. I wanted them to end up together.
Her?
Yes.
Did they? But I thought they were just like pals. And history will say they were roommates.
No, I think she loved him.
Did she?
And I think he loved her, but not
romantically.
Not
as
the
a
same
friend.
way he loves Cersei. Yeah.
Well done, George R.R. Martin. You schooled us real good. And apparently, Sham's doing it with you and the twins. Because they're like, I kind of like the twins.
Oh, no.
It's happening again. And so, Hybern is welcomed into the Spring Court Manor. Feyre begins to verbally spar with Jurian, and as he sends a particularly nasty insult her way, she tells him that he may not insult her in her own home, choosing her words to carefully stroke Tamlin's ego and sense of security with her. Quote, "That was my first step. Make Tamlin truly believe that I loved him and this place and everyone in it so that he wouldn't suspect when I turned them on each other." At lunch, I know, she's like, oh, it's the getting is good in the next few chapters.
It's true.
At lunch, the relationship between the twins becomes clear. It's more than just a sibling bond. Gross. And the way they seem to communicate without words has warning bells ringing in Feyre's head. Damari. Okay, pause. This is my new favorite game. What do the twins look like in your head?
In my mind, they're like very childish looking and like kind of like I know they're fae, but kind of they look like fairies, like these kind of like little, not children, but like childlike adults.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
What's their like hair complexion?
Dark hair, fair skin.
Okay.
Oh,
Allie?
I think like blonde,
Oh,
cheeks, fair, blue eyes.
interesting.
I don't know. I think like Augustus Gloop in Chocolate Factory.
I don't know who Augustus Gloop is.
It's like glaze.
Pick a reference we can relate to.
That was quite the choice there, Al. We're all wrong.
What do they look like?
You got the hair right,
Okay.
dark hair. You got the complexion right, sort of like rosier, but like also like more tan. In my head, they were like almost like childlike.
Yeah.
Like almost like maybe that they were the result of incest, where they look a bit odd. Like maybe the eyes are a little too wide and the nose a little too small, and like things are a little too like, there's like, what's going on here? And like icy, in my head it was like icy blonde hair.
Blonde, really?
Yes, but no, they are described as like black hair and sort of like tan and red, like like a more, I think they use the word ruddy complexion.
Ruddy.
Yes.
Like,
Ooh,
how
they
do
have
we
bad
get these-
skin.
When they describe them this way, how do we all come up with different?
This is what I'm
ideas and then-
saying.
Okay,
It's
I
fascinating.
sent you guys an Instagram today.
Yes.
And it was, she's like reading along and it's like, he has shoulder length black hair. And she's like,
No.
no.
Thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. Yes.
It's like, that?
Yes.
That is it, this.
This is fascinating to me. And so as we keep reading, and we touch on it briefly, but so we know they are Daemati, and at one point Feyre tries to go for their minds, and their mental shield is described as like bone. And so I think that's where my vision of them as being kind of like icy and like with the like very platinum hair and whatever. I think that's where that comes from. Also, I think I tend to think of villains as being platinum. TV.
Really?
I think so, and it might come from Harry Potter
I was gonna say you're just
with
I think-
Draco and
think dark hair.
Lucius.
For bad guys.
No, for me it's like
no, but I think
blonde.
it is giving like Draco vibes too. Blonde
Mhm.
hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
very, like,
But not you. You had dark hair, but then you had like pale skin.
Mm-hmm.
This is fascinating to me. Yeah, very interesting.
Also, we clearly just don't read.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We're like, that's nice.
Like
file that away
RHYSAND's not
for
on
never.
the page. Let's get going here.
The guy that I sent you guys on TikTok or on Instagram.
Oh,
So
very. Chin was a
head
little
is- yes.
pointy.
His head is too short.
I don't like. No man is gonna ever be. I almost wrote back like, oh, with the chin, and then I was like, Jessica, no one is ever gonna be this
His eyes
mythical
and
man.
hair. Yes.
And also pointy ears.
The low.
Very
I
pointy
know.
ears.
The
Naturally.
lower half of his face is
I will
odd.
agree. His head was,
Like, his
kinda,
mouth is too
squished
small.
together.
He could pull a Zac Efron and get jaw reconstruction.
If I had to see someone lick away someone's tears on screen, it would not be him.
I mean,
Maybe it's one of
I
those
wouldn't
people
blame.
relax and it'll come up.
yes, it
Like, Pedro Pascal, I
changes.
never thought was hot, and then I watched him
And then
in
you
The
watch
Last of
him
Us,
on
and, like,
screen.
I think just his being.
Yeah,
Like him existing
He's
is
daddy.
like a thing.
yeah, absolutely. I love where the interviews where they're like, "All right, do you know that you're dead?"
He's like, yeah.
Yeah,
He loves it.
You look up fan accounts when you're sad.
yes. Which one's your favorite? He's like Pedro Pascal, the fan art or whatever. And he's
That is so
Love him.
cute.
He
I
is
love that.
cute. He's very endearing.
He's charming.
We love Pedro.
Anywho.
Anyway, Branna says they will go to the wall tomorrow, and Feyre invites herself along for the trip. She sees Tamlin tense, but he allows it. She adds that they'll bring sentries along, and Tamlin visibly relaxes. This is absurd, and like Feyre thinks it too. Surely he has heard of how she defended the rainbow against a legion. How she used
adders, basically.
Yes, how she used her powers to drown them.
Midair.
Yes, destroyed the adder, like essentially, like brutally. Not just was like, oh, goodbye, but like, oh, horrendously. Yet her going for a ride into the woods of the spring court makes him nervous.
Pathetic.
Again, that willing blindness is on display here. He's choosing what he sees and what he doesn't based on what he wants. Just like how we talked about, he must have chosen to ignore what Lucien would have inevitably told him after finding Feyre in the woods, and how she clearly didn't want to come back. Tamlin doesn't want to see, so he doesn't.
Mm-hmm. So he sits.
So he sits. Throughout the conversation, Feyre is constantly fighting back rage and disgust, working to keep her face neutral, soft, injured, but brave. Like, give this girl an Oscar. As the conversation winds away, Jurian talks about fighting side by side in the war with Rhysand, reminiscing on how the wings of Illyrian soldiers were ripped off and taken as trophies. And this kicks off a full paragraph from our dear SJM on how Feyre searched high and low for Rhysand's mother and sister's wings, but came up empty-handed. Whenever an author goes out of their way to include a multi-sentence description like this, my ears perk up. It reminds me of being in art history class and learning how an artist does nothing without intention. Every brushstroke, every color has purpose and meaning. And so SJM and her many, many editors, I'm sure, decided to keep this in. Why?
We talk about it a little bit in my chapters.
Later?
Ooh,
do we? It was interesting to me because we've gone back and forth on this a couple of times, right? Reading that paragraph, all I could think was, why include it? If it goes nowhere, why include it? Anyway, Feyre feels an odd tap at her mental shield and realizes Branna and Dagden are attempting to force their way into her mind. They, of course, make no headway, and she throws a wall around Tamlin and Lucien's minds just before the twins try and penetrate theirs as well. In retaliation, she rakes her talons across their bone-white mental shields and watches with glee as they flinch. But it costs her. A low headache forms deep in her mind. Chapter 3. The next day has Feyre, Lucien, the sentries, and Team Hybern ride through the woods along the wall. We're following the leader.
Yeah, exactly.
They find the hole in the wall, the one Feyre came through that very first time. And another part of Feyre's plan begins to take shape. I love this. The only weapon she brought for the ride is the jeweled dagger Lucien gifted her once upon a time. And she carefully ensures, as she positions herself behind Lucien whenever the twins are near, her friend, her protector, and maybe something more.
Oh, we wish.
Question mark.
I mean,
exclamation mark.
Not RHYSAND, but like,
I know.
Lucien.
Feyre and Lucien leave the twins to explore the hole, and the first thing Lucien says is, quote, "Whatever you're planning, it will land us knee deep in shit." Yes. Fox, how we've missed you.
We have, yeah.
This like banter, how they go back and forth, and he's like, "Fuck Feyre," and she's like, "What?" Like, oh,
I'm not doing anything.
yes, I'm not drunk. Like,
I didn't have any wine.
I don't have any fair wine. I just drunk. You're drunk.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god,
God bless them.
their banter is so good. Feyre, of course, plays dumb. They begin to discuss the forbidden, what happened at Hybern. She thanks Lucian.
Oh boy.
Gag. For coming to Highburn to get her, going to sit next to him, knee to knee, practically nose to nose. And Lucian is visibly upset, saying that it was a trap. Yet, like, no shit, Sherlock. Like,
I was not born yesterday.
Yeah. Before they can say much more, the twins and Jurian enter the little clearing, and Feyre is quietly delighted to hear the snide comments that Lucian should be careful not to touch Tamlin's possessions. Later, when going on another exploration of the wall, Feyre claims sore leg muscles, unused to all the riding, and looks to Lucian with big, sad doe eyes until he smirks and lifts her with his big, strong hands onto her horse, everyone watching. Lucian may be the fox, but Feyre is the wolf. Ianthe asks Feyre to join her to discuss an upcoming party.
Ianthe's at the wall? Or they're back?
They're back,
Oh,
yes.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Ianthe's like, also, I'm here. You want to talk party planning?
it was like, fuck off.
Feyre does agree. As she goes to first change, she notices Lucian is almost trembling as they pass Ianthe. She asks him if something happened between them, and we learn that Tamlin refused to participate in Calanmai this year. And so Lucian had to take his place, and Ianthe had insisted she be picked to join him.
Oh, I had a question about this in my chapters. I'm so glad you said this.
Clears it up.
Clears it right up.
He says he went of his own free will, but it was clearly not something he wanted to do, especially with Ianthe. Do we think that there is a reason Ianthe insisted that she be picked besides like her being so lecherous? Like, is there some type of benefit of being the maiden, like some type of power that she might have been trying to gain, do you think?
I think like in her own mind, it positions her in like, I'm part of like this and this ritual. And like, I think in her own mind, it makes her feel
like a
more
PR
powerful.
move.
Yeah, but like, I don't think she
actually gets something
I don't
from
think she gets something out of it other than like, look at me.
Clout.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, as I read it, I could see either way, for sure. This is also where we finally get a somewhat answer to the question of what the heck do the other High Lords do during the Great Ride? Feyre realizes that during this past calendar year, when there was Calanmai, she and Rhys had been in the cabin. And so the sex that they had would have then fulfilled Rhys's obligation to participate in the rite.
How convenient.
Right. Okay, but like we still have so many gaps here.
Yeah.
Like, has he done it every year previous to the other High Lords?
Not for the last 50. Would have been Amarantha.
That's right.
But before that, maybe.
Maybe. So does that mean that Rhys has slept with like potentially hundreds, if he's hundreds of years old, and this has to happen every year, like hundreds of... Is there an STD clinic in Prithian? Like,
are we surprised that Rhys would have more than like 500 lovers? I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, it's not like he's beating him off with a stick. It was very, very interesting. In the next scene, we finally get to welcome back Alice.
Yay!
Hi, babe. We missed you. And immediately, Alice is onto her. Like instantly.
She's like,
yeah, bullshit. As she and Feyre look at the gowns Feyre is to choose from, Alice makes a comment that the gowns can't be let out enough. They had to take them in so much when Feyre was last at the spring court.
ouch, Alice.
That bitch.
Yeah, she's like, well, now you're all juicy. What are we going to do about you? Thanks.
I love it. Alice is pointedly silent, just staring at Feyre frankly. She looks mighty healthy with more weight, muscle, and oh god, healthy to her previous pallid complexion. What the
Pallid.
Pallor. She looks mighty healthy with more weight, muscle. I think it should have said like and glowing skin in comparison to her previous pallor. That might have been what I meant to say. Well,
secret. We'll never know.
We'll never know. She looked bad. Now she looks great. Feyre asks, what she can wear if the dresses won't fit. And Alice, like, God bless Alice.
She's like,
Yes, she asks if Feyre would rather wear this, and he yanks out a pair of night court clothes from a drawer. Quote, I have never known you to be cruel, Alice. A snort, and she chucked the clothes back into the armoire. Alice, like, we missed you.
she is like,
Oh,
Feyre, come on.
obsessed.
She's like, be real with me.
yes,
Lie to everyone else,
right.
but
Girl.
I'm on to you.
Between us girls.
Yeah.
Alice tells Feyre she saw the Morrigan pick up Feyre that day, and she begged more to take Feyre away. Ugh! Feyre feigns shock and confusion, but Alice continues, quote, servants talk, and under the mountain I never heard of or saw RHYSAND laying a hand on a servant. Guards, Amaranthus cronies, people he was ordered to kill, yes, but never the meek. Never those unable to defend themselves. Feyre tries to protest, and Alice hits her with, quote, they say you came back different, came back wrong, a crow's laugh. I never bothered to tell them I think you came back right at last. I am here to formally launch a petition to have Alice replace Tamlin as High Lady of the Spring Court.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
this absolute genius is fooled by no one and nothing.
Mhm.
If we can't have her as High Lady, can we like at least say like see her play a game of chess with Rhys?
Yes.
Like
She would be a good match in the Night
Yes.
Court. Yeah.
she is a Ravenclaw for sure.
What does she look like now that she doesn't have to wear a bird mask?
Like a wood.
She's the wood.
She's a wood.
She's wood.
She's wooden.
Oh, that
yeah.
clears it up.
She's like they describe her as her favorite describes her when the glamour finally goes as having skin like tree bark.
Oh, that's
Mhm,
right.
mhm,
Right.
Yeah.
She's like a forest nymph or something.
yeah.
Cute.
Feyre is caught. Alice is her friend, has helped her countless times. She wants to let her in, but feels like she can't take the risk. So she keeps quiet, and Alice finally picks out a pure white gown, a dress that oozes innocence, and tells Feyre, a knowing look in her eyes, to wear this. I was so happy to see
You
her on the
little devil.
page. Like when she's like, what can I wear? And Alice was like, what about this? I was like, stop. Why
Feyre's like, oh no.
would I ever? And she, when she says a snort, and she chucked the clothes back into the armor. She's like, girl, please.
Oh,
So
God
good.
bless her. Chapter 4. White dress, white horse, red flags everywhere. Summer solstice is in the spring court, babes, exactly as Feyre remembers, lush, glittering, deceptively beautiful, except now she hates Tamlin and is quietly plotting Ianthe's social and spiritual destruction.
Except everything is different.
Growth, healing, revenge, same girl, new agenda.
Mm.
I almost said I. Yeah.
And Allie,
It's like in my
you've
mind
infected
now.
us.
Yeah. Ianthe is running this like it's the Met Gala for manipulators. No festivities until proper thanks are given. Very pious, very controlled. Meanwhile, Feyre, she understood the assignment. She's a vision in white, white gown, white horse, white hawthorn blossoms braided into her hair. Even her makeup is described as, quote, like the first blush of spring across a winter landscape. Babes, she is purity personified.
I love it.
She doesn't break character once. She lets them lift her on and off the horse. Like you said, soft eyes, shy smile, graceful silence. She is weaponized femininity and nobody sees the blade.
Woo! Is it Lucian who lifts her on and off?
Tamlin.
Ah, boo.
This time it's Tamlin. But inside her thoughts are racing. She remembers her last solstice, dancing, laughter, and the fleeting sense of freedom. Some of her first happy memories in Prythian. And she wonders if Tamlin remembers another white dress. You know the one. The hissing, the suffocating lace nightmare.
The puffy sleeves.
The wedding that never was. We truly hoped we'd never hear about that dress again.
Hopefully.
Feyre reflects on that day, seemingly ages ago, when Rhys rescued her. But more than that, quote, he had saved me, helped me save myself. That distinction matters. He didn't fix her. He didn't own her healing. He stood beside her while she fought for herself. That's the difference between partnership and possession. And yet, Feyre feels a flicker of pity as she walks beside Tamlin, because Alice and Lucien are clearly managing him, cushioning him, lying gently to spare his ego. And Feyre wonders, is he truly so fragile that everyone has to protect him from reality? Babes, that was rhetorical. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Then the rage comes back, because pity only goes so far. He did nothing. He sat. And now he's going to reap what he sowed. Ianthe continues her sermon, dripping in night court contempt, and when she calls forward the Highburn twins to bless the wine, she purrs, quote, "Drink and wash away the endless night of the year." Ooh. The audacity. Meanwhile, Lucien is at least mildly suspicious, subtly shifting people away from Feyre and towards Ianthe. Foxboy is clocking something, and then perfection. As the sun crests the hill, and Ianthe is standing, basking in what she thinks is going to be her moment, the light touches down on Feyre.
Boom!
Oops.
Oh,
Someone must have nudged Ianthe's carefully placed marker a little to the left. Who could possibly have done that?
I don't know.
Could it be our innocent little high lady in white? No. Then, bathed in light, Feyre unleashes her power, quote, "My body turning incandescent as light shone through, pure as day, pure as starlight."
It's described as starlight. Shut
I quoted it.
Shut
It was on that page.
Stop.
Cursebreaker, spell cleaver, protector of the rainbow indeed. She turns herself into a miracle. Lucien drops to his knee first and presses her fingers to his brow, and the rest of Tamlin's court follows, bowing to her, to the one who led them from under the mountain, the one who broke Amarantha's curse and saved them from her tyranny. She lets herself glow a little brighter, just to sell it. A queen, a new nickname, Cauldron Blessed.
Ah, there it is.
Another one. She has 4.
Cursebreaker, Defender of the Rainbow, Spell Cleaver, Cauldron Blessed. I literally have goosebumps.
Samesies. Ethereal, untouchable. And when she looks at Ianthe, well, quote, "When I looked at Ianthe and smiled again, I let a little bit of the wolf show." Babes, that is not a threat. That is Feyre fulfilling her promise. After the performance, she slips into the quiet of her mind and reaches down the bond. Rhys would have been hysterical watching Ianthe's smug little smirk evaporate. He teases her, tells her he wants her home, updates her on her sisters. They're as good as can be expected.
Yeah.
Just enough warmth to steady her. And then she heads back out there and asks Tamlin to dance. She's committed to her bit. She spins and laughs and reminds herself to smile, even when her hands are within strangling distance of his throat. Honestly, same, Feyre. Same. The conversation drifts back to Ianthe, and Feyre, demure little demon, suggests perhaps she should apologize for what happened earlier. Tamlin scoffs. It's not Feyre's fault. She's blessed. Chosen. As Feyre presses closer to Tamlin on the dance floor, she wonders how Rhys endured 50 years under the mountain, having to do the same with Amarantha.
I never thought about it, that she's now having to do, yes, what Amarantha did. Like,
I mean,
it's different, but like having a fake like affection and like allegiance and all of that.
How he survived smiling and playing a part while loathing every second of it. Because now she understands the performance, the proximity, the patience. As night falls, her words dripping with honey, her eyes go soft and starry. As she looks up at the sky, sitting under a tree with Tamlin, she thinks, quote, "I could have sworn that they kept me company, my silent and stalwart friends. Even in spring, even in white, even dancing with the male she's about to destroy, the night court is with her." So she looks up at the stars and she thinks, like, oh, there they are. So cute. And babes, the wolf in us is smiling too.
It's showing a little tooth.
Chapter 5. I love this chapter. It's petty, it's strategic, it's theatrical, and yes, I feel bad for Lucien a little, but we'll unpack it. After Lucien escorts Feyre back to the manor in the wee hours of the morning, very gentlemanly. Our girl slips into the most calculated lingerie selection of her life and lounges in bed like a villain waiting for her cue.
I forgot about this.
Because this is not insomnia, this is choreography. And then, gasp, Feyre wakes from a nightmare, or so she would have everyone believe. She appears at Lucian's door, trembling, shaken, vulnerable. She tells him she dreamed of Under the Mountain, of Claire, the Adder, her sisters, and the Cauldron, and she practically launches herself into his arms.
Oh.
And here's the thing. Lucian is a good male. He cares about her, and he has always cared about her. That's why this scene works, because his comfort is genuine and his concern is real. And the detail that absolutely sends me, though, is she's crying seawater. Seawater.
Stop, because she can't have real tears.
She's using Tarquin's power to make her eyes cry. Like, stop.
Every actress ever is like, damn it, why can't I have that?
Exactly. The High Lady of the Night Court is literally producing theatrical ocean tears on command.
Oh my god.
That is commitment to the craft.
I love it.
But babes, the timing. Because just as Lucian is holding her in this tender, protective moment, knock, knock, knock. Enter Tamlin, claws out. You can feel the territorial rage radiating off of him before he even speaks.
Wow.
And Feyre plays this so delicately, it's art. She lets Tamlin see her shaken, lets him see her in another male's arms, lets the seed plant itself, and then she gently leads him away. Explains she had a nightmare. No elaboration, no reassurance, and then simply just shuts the door in his face.
Night.
Yeah. No kiss, no gratitude, no soft apology, just click, and crawls back into bed.
Oh.
The satisfaction she feels in this moment is immaculate. This is precision. She is pulling on every thread of Tamlin's insecurity, his possessiveness, his jealousy, his fear of losing control, and she is doing it with tears and silk and silence.
I love it.
And then she gives us the line, quote, I was the nightmare.
There was a nightmare, but it wasn't what we thought.
No. Chills, because Feyre is not unraveling. She's orchestrating. Tamlin thinks he's protecting something fragile. Lucian thinks he's comforting something broken. And babes, she's not even close to finished.
Oh,
that chapter is so short, but it's so good.
So good.
Everything she does, she's just like, oh, boo-hoo.
Oh.
And like Lucian, so I do feel bad for him because like
he gets played.
And he knows that she's fucking with him, but like
he can't put a finger on it.
No, and when she comes to him upset, like he does care about her.
Yes.
So it's like
he doesn't want to be an asshole again.
Yes, exactly.
He's like, well, fuck, I fucked up. Like I want to be a good friend, and she knows that, and she's like, I'm gonna use this against you.
Yeah. Chapter 6. A set of estate keys has mysteriously gone missing.
Oh my god.
Tragic. Anyway, Tamlin has seen a fish to fry before breakfast, namely Lucian's entire existence.
Oh.
We open on the tensest breakfast table in Perithian. Feyre sits. The twins and Jurian are there. Lucian is physically positioning himself like he's trying to avoid being drafted into emotional warfare. Maximum distance from Feyre, eyes down, fox instincts on high alert. Then in floats Ianthe. Of course she wants a private audience with the High Lord. Of course she does. But Feyre, sweet, serene, terrifying Feyre, shuts that down immediately. Oh, a private conversation? Why? We're all allies here. Friends. Yeah. Surely you can share it with the group. She is dismantling Ianthe's power structure one polite sentence at a time. Ianthe announces a new blight is in the spring court. My God. The twins suggest perhaps she find a gardener. See? Which is like hilarious.
That's funny. That's a
They're
good
like,
line.
maybe you should talk to a gardener.
Right. I have a good landscaper.
Feyre internally clocks that Ianthe is clever, but outwardly plays along, all soft agreement and helpful suggestions. And then, without so much as blinking, Feyre casually announces to Lucian, Jurian, and the twins that they will be traveling to inspect the second cleft in the wall. They'll be gone a few days, and Tamlin will not be coming.
Egads.
You could hear Lucian's soul leave his body in this moment. Tamlin pushes back. Feyre counters calmly. Lucian and the sentries can protect her, and she can protect herself. And she says so.
Oh, good for her.
Mm-hmm. End of story. Ianthe, because she cannot help herself, suggests perhaps the Night Court might try and steal Feyre back. Feyre responds by subtly shifting her scent to fear. So in her mind, she thinks about like when Rhysand's wings were all the nails, and so she literally like changes the way she smells
So
by
they can
thinking
smell that
she's like nervous about
afraid,
it.
Yeah.
So good. It's manipulative, it's brilliant, it's bait. Ianthe then floats the idea that Tamlin could offer Rhys's family's wings back to the Night Court as a peace gesture.
Okay.
Babes, Feyre does not rise to it. She keeps her composure. She does not flip a table. She does not launch Ianthe face first into the marble, though she absolutely considers what it would look like. Instead, we learn something important. Tamlin burned the wings long ago, and Feyre notes remorse in his voice.
So it feels authentic.
Yeah.
Case closed?
I think so.
Interesting.
Because she like he says, no, I burned those a long time ago, and Feyre's like, ooh, like he feels bad.
Right.
I think case closed.
All right, Sherlock.
TBD. Feyre files that away as they depart. Tamlin tells her, quote, be careful. Both Feyre and Lucien clock it immediately. Not concern, a threat.
Be careful, or else.
Exactly. Winnow walk, winnow walk, winnow walk. And suddenly we're at the destination. And surprise, the sleeping arrangements are intimate.
Cozy.
One tent, just one.
Oh no, it's the one room at the end.
Exactly. Not the ending we hope for, but Lucien is visibly spiraling at the thought of this getting back to Tamlin and offers to sleep outside. Lucien's like, outside.
I'll sleep in a fucking tree.
Exactly. Feyre basically tells him to grow up. Tamlin can manage his own insecurities. And then Lucien, brave little fox, asks the question, have you and Tamlin, you know. Exactly. Feyre responds, quote, no, I don't want to be touched like that. Not for a while. And we all collectively understand what she actually means. Not by him. She pivots because she doesn't enjoy lying to Lucien and asks if there's any way out of the bargain with Hybern. Short answer, no. Lucien explains Hybern was a last resort. They went to the Day Court first, trying to break the bond between Feyre and Rhys. I didn't remember this.
Me neither. So they asked Hellion or Helion.
When that failed, desperation took over. After Tamlin received her letter, after Lucien saw her in the woods, pathetic is generous. Lucien also reveals something vile. The sentries who are on guard the day Feyre left were dead. Tamlin killed them after leveling his study and destroying her room. Disgusting doesn't even begin to cover it. But then Lucien lets a little nugget slip about the Hybern alliance, which I didn't clock what it was. I still don't know until we read the next chapters. But he kind of stumbles on his words, and Feyre's like, ah. And then Lucien realizes he said too much, and he tries to cover his tracks.
And Jaime and Jessica are like, huh?
Yep, pretty much. I was like, should I read ahead? And I was like,
nah, we'll just see. We like to be surprised.
Clever fox, trained liar. They settle to sleep.
Good boy.
And almost immediately, Jurian catches them in what could absolutely be described as a compromising position. Feyre, very innocently, had simply shifted closer for warmth, which was actually true.
She didn't do it on purpose.
No.
Okay.
But she absolutely notices Jurian storing that image away like ammunition to use against Tamlin later.
She's like, ding, ding, ding.
She didn't mean to, but she wasn't mad about it.
She was like, oh, what a happy coincidence.
I mean, I also would not be mad about snuggling up to our dear fox. She is playing chess. The next morning, as they continue toward the wall, Branna drops the most unhinged line of the chapter, quote, I'd pick Baron's son too.
Whoa.
Autumn court males have fire in their blood, and they fuck like it too.
Whoa. All right, Branna.
Ma'am.
Woo.
I mean, she's simply saying what half the fandom has thought at some point.
Right? We're all like, can we get more Lucien, please?
Also, Lucien was there and you picked Tamlin.
Really?
Ew.
Fiddle playing Tamlin.
Exactly. Jurian immediately unsheaths his sword. Feyre and Lucien push ahead, and waiting at the cleft in the wall, 3 children of the blast.
Hello.
We are only in chapter. We are We are only 6 chapters in, and the wolf is still smiling.
I love that we both referred to Feyre as a wolf
No,
throughout
on the
our
page.
sections. Oh, mine was I just called her that.
No, she calls herself a wolf like 3 separate times in my chapters.
I must have clocked it, and that's why.
Which brings me to my next point. Hot takes, theories, and first.
Let's go.
Feyre refers to herself as a wolf several times in this series. Do we think there's any significance there? I.e., relating to Crescent City.
Oh. You know, it's interesting because in Crescent City, I feel like in ACOTAR, we know that there's all these different types of fae. Alice has skin that, as we talked about, is like a tree bark. And when Feyre's defending the rainbow out, there's a description of someone who's like tall and green or something. Yeah. But we don't really get into like, besides the Illyrians, the different types of fae. Crescent City.
Oh my God.
All over the place.
Like a walking costume party around there. Like just, everyone looks different.
Totally. And we learn about them, their names and who and what they are and all of that. So I wonder if there are, like in Crescent City, that there are, they don't call them shapeshifters. What do they call them? The ones that can turn into
I thought they called
animals.
Them shifters.
Oh, shifters. Okay.
Don't come at me, but I think that's true.
Again, we don't actually read these books. I wonder if there's more of those in the ACOTAR world.
Yeah.
And then maybe it would make more sense. So you think Feyre is a shifter?
Maybe. Well, what does she shift into at one point in the books? Doesn't she shift into something?
She shifts into Ianthe.
No, like an animal? No?
I don't think so. I think the closest she gets is she shifts her eyes in Mist and Fury to see in the dark at one point. When she's doing something. I can't remember now. Oh, when she's trying to find RHYSAND.
Yes.
She shifts her eyes so she can see in the dark and like track him. But I don't think she changes into an animal. But maybe, because I think specifically she doesn't like to use her shifting power because it reminds her too much of Tamlin.
Yes.
So maybe her beast form, because all the High Lords have one, maybe it's a wolf.
I just think about like there's wolf reference so much throughout this whole series. Like it starts with Andress, who is a wolf.
Yes, you're right. Good point.
So it's like, and then it brings up the question: did Tamlin shift Andress into a wolf, or was Andress just a shifter?
A shifter.
Does it say on the page that Tamlin shifted them? I don't think it does.
I think it does.
Are we sure? No,
Nope.
Of course not.
Never.
We're never sure.
Never. What's the FMC's name again? Farah?
When the light. Okay, so then next, we talked about the Autumn King being related to Baron.
Yes.
Potentially.
Yes.
Makes sense.
100%.
We kind of talked about all this throughout the chapter, but the glowing starborn or starlight power, because Hunt, when he tries to like, and he gets like the little drop, and it's like, I don't know.
Oh, rune.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, rune. Anywho.
Okay. As we were talking about this, because I was so excited to talk to you about Feyre glowing and is she starborn and whatever. The pool of starlight.
Oh.
My Roman Empire.
Could it be from like the past?
Something to do with this. Yeah.
Because they say like it's been in Crescent City, they say it's been so diluted, like the Starborn before could like do anything, and now Rune just has like this drop,
a tiny little smooch, as it were.
And same with his dad, like it doesn't he have fire power, but he can't, like all he can do is like he can't, scorch the woods or like light the mountains on fire. He can just like, light a candle, not more than that, but like yes.
Yeah.
So it's Crescent. So if that's the logic, then that means, which I mean makes sense because they have cell phones and stuff, Crescent City is the newest like riff. And Throne of Glass would have been the first.
I think the opposite.
it.
I don't want to get into it because we will verge on spoiler territory for you.
All right.
But I think the opposite. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Yes.
All right.
I'm so happy you're reading it. Jacqueline's also been updating me and she's going along. And I'm like, finally.
Someone. Okay, Tamlin making a mental catalog, like at the end of this, of every interaction Farrah has ever had with Lucian. Priceless.
Stop.
Like when she's in the bedroom and then Farrah like kind of notes to herself, she's like, I could see him like going through every interaction that I had ever had with Lucian in his mind. And she was like,
I'm like assessing it.
She's like, good.
Gross.
She's so happy.
You want to talk about the ick?
Yeah.
Oh,
How do people
yes,
like
RHYSAND? My God.
Okay. So we also answered my other question, which was Lucian did the right with Ianthe.
Yeah.
Ew.
Extra ew.
For some reason, I did not remember that.
I didn't clock it either until this read, and then I was like, oh, ew, gross. Yeah.
Right. So like, because in my mind I was like, yeah, like Farrah fucks her shit up, but like I didn't actually remember them like sleeping together or like her taking advantage of him.
Well, I mean, like he says he did it of his own free will.
Really though?
And
with
that's
Tamlin, like the power dynamic is off. If Tamlin told him to do it.
Well, and I don't think Tamlin did tell him to. I think Tamlin's just like, I'm not. But then it puts Lucian in this like impossible position of, well, then what are we gonna do? Right?
Could they just not do it and see what happens? Like, could they be worse off? I don't know.
This is the question. This great right?
Like
and
what?
And then the hunting of the white stag. I'm like, can we loop back on that at some point, Estan? Yeah. What's that about?
Right. So like, if they didn't, like, they did the right, and then they went under the mountain. So that didn't work out great.
Right.
And then they've done it again, and now Hybern's invading.
Right.
Like,
maybe the problem is the right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. My thoughts exactly.
Fucking randos in a cave. Not boding well.
It's not. Okay, then when the light hits Farrah, in this moment, so I feel like Lucian is playing along. Like he knows that Farrah's up to something when like she's standing in the field.
And then he kneels.
Yes. Is it because he knows what she's doing, or is it because he just wants to be like, Ianthe?
Fuck you. Maybe a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because like I don't think he fully grasps like her full plan.
No, I think he's suspicious. Like he says in my chapters, whatever you're up to, it's going to land us in deep shit. He knows something's going on, but what, he is not sure.
Yeah. He has questions.
We have questions.
Exactly. That's all I had.
Oh my God.
I don't think there's any thirsts. I mean, other than Lucian.
Her and her like especially pretty night clothing that she got, her lingerie, and like going, I was kind of like, because he maybe just a kiss, Farrah. Like Rhys would understand.
He also, so it's described as like he has one hand like threaded through her hair and like caressing her, and I'm like, none of my friends come for me like that.
Like that is a very intimate.
Yes. I was like, I was like, same thing. I'm like, maybe just a little kiss.
Right? I was like, Rhys would get it. He would not be mad.
Like, just back that booty up a little bit. In the sleeping bag or whatever they're in.
Yeah.
Farrah's having her wide shoes between RHYSAND and Lucian.
Why choose indeed.
As women, we should never have to. Okay, just like that, babes, our High Lady is playing house, playing spy, and playing Tamlin like a violin strung with his own red flag.
Oh, ironic.
The wolf is in the spring court, and she's baring her teeth.
Next episode, we keep pulling threads and trust the whole court is about to unravel.
It's so exciting.
I know. I'm having fun. Like, this was not a book that I was like, I can't wait to do Wings and Ruin. And then we start this part of the book, and I'm like, here we go.
Part 2 is like more war-y and like
Mm-hmm.
it's like less my jam.
Yeah.
But I think I'll still like it. I think we'll see more through the war that like we
Yes.
tie into other things.
Yeah.
Like the bone carver
Mhm.
and
Getting to see all the other High Lords at that meeting.
what about that thing that's in the library? What's that called? Bogey?
Clever. That's not Baxian, is it?
Oh yeah, Braxis.
Braxis.
No, is it Braxis?
Braxis sounds right. I think Baxian is in Crescent City.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, shall we?
If you're not, we want to hear from you as we continue to build this little corner of our world. Fall in love as we dive into a fantastical world's fabulous folklore and fine males and men. Follow A Quart of Books and Babes Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and click the subscribe button. While you're at it, please take 5 minutes to rate and review our podcast on Apple or Spotify and share it with all the babes in your life.
Until next time,
Stay bookish, babes.